and welcome to Maxable, your #1 resource for ADU information. This is the next video in our series giving you a step-by-step guide to building your ADU. This video covers the next stage of construction, installing drywall. And please check out our other videos or maxablespace.com for all the resources you need to build the ADU of your dreams. So let's dive in. We are at the phase of drywall. And this is an exciting time in construction because this means you passed all your rough inspections and now you're ready to move on and really finish this job. So here, as you can see, we have already installed the drywall. It's already been nailed in place. And there is a real specific way to installing drywall. Drywall comes in sheets that are twice as wide as they are long, and they're installed sideways, stacked on each other. And the funny thing is, you don't just stack them on each other. You put one on the bottom, you put one on the top, and then you fill in the gap in the middle. The ceiling height here isn't that high, so there is no real gap between the two. I think we have 8 feet ceiling and our drywall are 4 foot and 4 foot. And that is how it is laid out. And then it is screwed directly into the studs. And if you come here closely, you can see every 16 inches, we have a row of screws. That is where your studs are. And that's why a stud finder is able to find the studs. Basically, it's a magnet that is finding the screw or nail, usually a screw, that has gone into the stud. That's how you find your studs. So what you see here today, we are at the phase where we just started mudding and taping. And so you tape all the joints. So you see there was a seam here, you got this blue drywall here, and I'll get into that in a minute. And you got the regular drywall here. What they did was they put a strip of mud, they put a piece of tape down, and then they mud over it. And they did that just this morning so you can see that it's still wet. They're gonna need to come back once it's dry to sand it down and apply another coat. And we'll get into that in a second. Let's talk about the difference in the drywall. So this blue drywall you hear is appropriate for wet spaces. So on this side, this is where a fridge is gonna go. So this drywall has the probability to get wet, as does this side, which is where a kitchen sink is. So you will see this different color drywall in bathrooms, kitchens, laundry rooms, pretty much. So let's talk about mudding and sanding. So as I said earlier, today they came, they did the seams, they put their first coat of mud down. And if we were to leave it the way it is right now and just sand it, this would be, I believe, what they call a level 3 finish, right? So this is just taping the joints, putting mud on, and sanding it down to the drywall. That would be a level 3. What we're getting here is level 5. They're gonna come back and they're going to, again, take that compound that I said thin out. They're gonna roll every surface that has drywall and sand it down to a smooth finish. You see on a 90-degree corner, on an outside corner, there's a metal piece. It's called corner bead. Now it can be sharp like this one is, or it can be rounded. There's different profiles for that. But that's what gives you your nice finishes and corners. And if you come over here, you can see we did it again around the window. There's corner bead all around. And if you zoom in, you'll see that they mudded it up. And there's like a ridge of mud here. All that's gonna be sanded down to a nice smooth finish. This particular property is about 650 square feet. So it's a really small space. The drywall people came in, it took them literally a day and a half to hang the drywall. It took them basically half a day to mud and tape the first pass. And then it'll take them about a week to come in and skim coat it and sand it down and get it to that level 5 finish that we're after here. If this was bigger, this could take anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 weeks. Now you're ready to move on to the next video in our step-by-step guide, paint and flooring. And if you're interested in getting started on your own ADU or garage conversion, check out maxablespace.com for all the tools, tips, and design ideas to get you started. And if you want some help on your ADU journey, please click on the link below and Maxable can connect you with architects, contractors, lenders that can turn your ADU goals into reality. Thank you for watching and please like and subscribe.